If you like to change up your decor often and you're always rearranging space, try adding color for a look that's bright and bold.
Colorful bedding can completely change the look of your room. Start your search at wayfair.com with great options at up to 70% off. A low-profile bed lets other elements of the room shine, and a platform bed means you don't need a clunky box spring. Finish your space with pops of color and eye-catching accessories to match your personality.
You can find items from all of these looks and more at wayfair.com, your destination for the largest selection of everything home, no matter your budget or style. Happy decorating!
Girl. Hi guys, Do It on a Dime here, and this is Luna, aka Street Rat Dog. She's used to live on the street, so we call her Street Rat. But trust me, now she's super pampered and loved. I wanted to get on YouTube and make this video about how to decorate on a dime, or aka decorate on the super cheap. Because I feel like a lot of, advice and that sort of thing for decorating on the cheap implies decorating tacky. Or like, you think of like decorating from like the Goodwill or the dollar store, thrifting, and at least for me, a lot of times what comes to mind is like super, super cluttered. Like a lot of knickknacks everywhere and just like dirty almost, and I don't know. And if that is your style, like you really like a lot of knickknacks and a lot of things all over the place, like awesome, like more power to you. You find a style that you love, great. But for me personally, I like more of like a streamlined decorating, and I don't feel like there's a lot of videos on YouTube that showcase how to decorate super cheap but still make things look really classy. So I wanted to show you kind of a few things that I've done around my home to decorate, and literally everything you're going to see has come from either the Goodwill, the dollar store, the Dollar Tree, or a thrift shop / garage sale. I might show you guys a couple things that like I've done like do it yourself, and for some of those things I had to buy like fabric and that sort of thing that came from a fabric store. But every item that you'll see I purchased on the super, super cheap, and I think it looks really nice. So Luna, are you ready to get started? Let's do it. Hello. So first I'm going to take you guys into my entryway, and I just wanted to kind of orient you here. This is where I was just filming. This is one area that I have decorated completely from the Dollar Tree and the Goodwill. This little basket, it's kind of just like a woven decoration. It was originally intended to be a basket, Honestly, I think it was supposed to house like chip and dip, which is really nasty to me, but it wasn't dirty at all. It was completely clean. I'll show you guys the back. I just picked it up in like the basket section of the Goodwill. See what I mean? I'm not really sure. It's super awkward. But I really thought this pattern was really modern, and the woven look just gave a lot of texture. And I paid, I think, less than $1 for this, but I just hung it on my wall at my entryway. And then down here, this is just those decals. You can find them at Target, and they're like $20 or so. This is from the Dollar Tree, and it's a Bible verse from John 15:12. And I just thought it was really beautiful and kind of tied together this area. So this entire artwork area on this side wall cost me less than $2. I think that's a good deal. Okay, so sort of taking you guys on the art theme, this is more art that I was able to create from the Goodwill. When you guys go into the Goodwill, you really have to look at the items there and say, okay, what can I make out of this? Because you're not going to walk into the Goodwill and find art that looks really nice. In fact, a lot of the big pieces are going to be really ugly, like from the 90s, just like not looking so hot. So you have to keep a super open mind and be prepared to put a little bit of time into it. Because if you want to save a dime, you do have to put in time. That's just a fact. But this is a frame that I found, and inside the frame, I can't even remember what it was. It was just an extremely ugly piece of art. I think it was like, just like flowers, but you know those like flower pictures from the 90s that were nice back then, but aren't so nice right now. I just took that out. And I mean, this is the frame. It's, you know, it's just a nice standard black frame, and I liked it because I didn't have to do anything to it. But I put a matting into the frame. I actually took this to Michael's, and they cut down a mat really, really small, which I think just looks really beautiful on the wall like this. It's a statement piece. And that cost me, I think, $7 for the mat, and then the frame was like $4.99. So for everything together, oh my gosh, I'm not good at math, like $12 for the entire project. And then in here, I actually got my master's degree overseas in Spain, and I took a ton of pictures, and I just put it into a sepia color and set it in the center of the frame. So it has a lot of meaning to our family. I think the coloring really complements our couch and our pillows and that sort of thing. So there you go. Decorating on a dime. Art that looks expensive for 12 bucks. Okay, y'all, so this is something that I didn't buy from the dollar store. I inherited this next item, and I just made it better. So these chairs in our dining room, we inherited this entire dining room set. It was from my husband's grandmother. So I just didn't like the fabric that it was done in. It was a dated green. So I just went to the fabric store, and I just picked up a few yards of this fabric because I thought it was really pretty and classy, and reupholstered a chair. Now I would just like to point out, on the scale of like 1 to 10, 1 being not handy at all and 10 being super handy, I'm like a negative 0.75, not even kidding. And I was able to reupholster this chair. I was able to. That's how easy it is. I'll see if I can get under here. If you've never reupholstered a chair, just quick Google it and you'll get like a jillion results for it. You just have to make sure to pull the fabric taut. But I think the dining room set looks really nice and matches really well with the wall color, which is Bear's Contemplation, by the way, in case you wanted to know. Okay, so this area is also in our dining room, done completely on a dime. Over here we have this, what do you even call that? I don't know. You're probably sitting there thinking I'm stupid. Whatever it is that you keep trying to cabinet, there we go. I wanted to do something on the opposite side of the wall, and any art that was really big was really expensive. So these shelves are from IKEA. I think I paid, I don't know, $12 per shelf or something like that. But the on a dime part was actually the things that I put on it. Everything that you see here was purchased from the Goodwill. So here I got these frames there, and then I just took scrapbook paper and put it inside. These have Bible verses written on them, and this just has a dove. And I thought the gold frame was a nice contrast, also from the Goodwill, and I put one of our engagement pictures in there. So this entire section of the wall was done super, super cheap. We are talking like, including the shelves, under $40. Okay, so back in the entryway again, this is an armoire that we inherited. So I just wanted to point out what the Goodwill is amazing for, but also what it's not. A lot of like my glassware that I keep in here, I get from the Goodwill. Why? Because it's super, super cheap. And if I just... here it is. This is an example of something I got from the Goodwill. I don't know if you can tell, but this is an extremely high quality vase. It is really, really heavy. It is super thick fabric. It is really nice. I think I paid less than $2 for this item. And even when I checked out, the lady was like, this is only $2? And I was like, yeah, it's a good deal, right? This is something that you want to buy at Goodwill. I think we got flowers as a gift in this, so I didn't buy this, but this is something you don't want to buy at the Goodwill. Why? Because you can find it at the Dollar Tree for $1, and the Goodwill will charge you like $2 for it. So, I mean, not that much of a difference, but you want to be picky with your vases because the Dollar Tree has so many options. Here's another example. We used actually this for our sand ceremony at our wedding. From the Dollar Tree. So anyway, this one is another good example of something you would want to purchase from the Goodwill. It's just this really nice pedestal glass, kind of a cool geometric pattern. I put candies in here, or sometimes when we have parties and that sort of thing, I'll put mints or something like that. But I purchased this at the Goodwill. I think I paid $1.99 for it, and I'm sure this was far more expensive when it was originally purchased. Okay, so here's another example of how to decorate cheaply from a dollar store. These are our bookshelves, and they're built-ins, and we just painted the back green so they would really stand out. But these letters up here, spelling out amor, are from the Dollar Tree.